up, guys? Welcome back to the first take. And yes, it is I, Eddie Reese. No, I look weird without my hat. I feel naked. But yo, I just came back from a funeral, so that's why I'm wearing the suit. I just can't be asked to get changed, man. I just can't be bothered. I just thought, fuck it, let me just start filming shit. So a lot of you guys want me to check out the honest trailer from Screen Junkies of Superman Returns. A movie which, as much shit as it got originally when it came out, as time passes, people seem to be softening, especially with people who didn't like the most recent incarnations of Superman. They're kind of looking back at feeling like, you know, Superman Returns wasn't actually that bad. I haven't honestly revisited it for a long time, so I'm not gonna throw it under the bus. You know, Man still has its strengths and has its weaknesses. So, but there were aspects of Superman Returns I did like, especially the way that they depicted Superman. You know, he definitely captured that feeling that Donna had with his one. It's a shame he didn't really do much, you know, except for just stalk Lois and the kid. But yeah, let's see what they do. Let's see what they point out in this. There's actually a lot of interesting things they can point out.
Chose Superman as the winner of our Batman v Superman trailer battle. So here's the honest trailer for Superman Returns. Yay!
Anything I forgot? I'm actually looking forward to this.
Before the balls-to-the-wall mayhem of Man of Steel, but after the balls-to-the-wall nonsense of Superman 4, there was the balls-to-the-wall boredom of Superman Returns. After Warner Brothers canceled Superman projects by Tim Burton, McGee, and director Brett Ratner, prepare for Bryan Singer's bland mix of homage, sequel, remake, and reboot. In this hobuquel that takes everything you love about the older films and just kinda does that again.
You really shouldn't smoke this thing.
There can be a great people called evolution.
I hope this is an experience while flying. Statistically speaking, still the safest way to travel.
Christopher Reeve is Superman, and Brandon Routh is doing a pretty good impression of him. He's the same dorky all-American hero, but with a brand new twist. Now, he's also a deadbeat dad who knocked up Lois Lane, then left for 5 years to go double-check on some rocks. But Supes isn't the only throwback at this Donner Party. Kevin Spacey stars as Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor, with his life sentence overturned in the worst court decision since O.J.
The appeals court called Superman as a witness, and he wasn't around.
Lex is free to pursue his stupid real estate schemes.
You're building an island? Why?
With his stupid sidekicks and collection of stupid wigs. Whoa, no way! Did that wig grow up to become Jesse Eisenberg? After 5 years of letting Earth fend for itself, Superman has returned to get back in the pants of his ex-girlfriend. Watch Kal-El super stalk Lois Lane, who still can't spell,
How many X's are there in catastrophic?
has the password you'd expect Lois Lane to have,
Try Superman.
and constantly lies to her perfect boyfriend about her one-night stand with Superman.
I spent the night with Superman.
Come on. It was the title of an interview.
Which means James Marsden has now lost girls to Superman, Wolverine, and Ryan freaking Gosling. And in the end, gets rewarded for his loyalty by raising a kid who might not even be his.
Definitely ain't it.
You are not!
Suit up in your Sunday best, because if you thought Zack Snyder was way too on the nose with the Jesus imagery, Bryan Singer will really nail you in the wrist with it, as Superman falls from the sky doing cross arms, has his side pierced with a spear, dies, and comes back to life, and floats around in heaven listening to prayers, which is all pretty ironic considering Superman was invented by 2 Jewish guys from Cleveland. So get ready for some of the best Superman action, and arguably the best Superman action sequence in a film where Superman rescues a ton of people, and yet still has time to be a boring Moby Dick. See, Zach, you can have it both ways, but don't let the action fool you. Watch as the sleepy remake gets bogged down with tons of boring stuff, like moping, newspaper reading, crystal fondling, the one song you can play on piano, Parker Posey silently reacting to things, waiting for stuff to happen.
Wow, that's really something, Lex.
Wait for it.
And a final battle where Superman faces off against an inanimate island. Starring Christopher Routh, Damsel in Distress, House of Shards, Super Muppet, Cyclops, Kal-El Ped, the Batman v Superman script, and why is Parker posing in this movie, and why is she holding an enormous glass of olives? Man of Feels. So Lois still doesn't know Clark Kent is Superman? Even after they had sex? I mean, come on. It's so obvious a child could see it. Be sure to subscribe for more honest trailer.
What the Bryan Singer Superman gets right is tone. It captures that legitimately optimistic, colourful tone, that hopeful tone that Superman should have. Or at least, you know, from the Donner versions. But yeah, there's no avoiding that it is a dull movie. It potentially could be, 'cause it starts off pretty solid, but it just doesn't go anywhere worthwhile. And you know, there are people that like it and love it. You know, there are things to like. For me, not necessarily love, but there are things to like. Like I said, it's depiction of Superman, but without it really having any true objective or it really going anywhere, it just becomes pointless. And I just don't know what the hell Bryan Singer was thinking about, man. He'd already made 2 X-Men films by this point. He understood the balance of making a summer blockbuster superhero movie, but also trying to really develop characters and have a genuine heart into a movie and just have that balance of story and then action and adventure. And he somehow just didn't, like, how would you think an island destroying an island would be a satisfying conclusion to a Superman movie? Real estate. Basically, the whole thing was just about real estate. Dude, man, it's a shame. It's a damn shame, because Brandon Routh, he was actually really good. Like, he was solidly good, and you look at him now in Legends of Tomorrow, he still looks pretty much as he looked back then. So he could have played Superman for a long time. And I know there were murmurings that they considered maybe after the Superman movie before, the Tim Burton one kind of fell apart, they still kind of considered with this one maybe building a new DC universe. And it's kind of good thing they didn't, because Warner Brothers has shown that they don't really know how to do it properly. You know, they needed Marvel to lay the groundwork, that roadmap. So I'm worried to see what it could have been if they had. But it would have been interesting, because he could have played it from then until now. That's a long time, and he still looks the same way. But yeah, that was cool. I think their last one still stands as being their funniest, but this one was pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. But the Force Awakens one was that legitimately was a laugh out loud one. But this had some good moments. So yeah, Screen Junkies, you've done it again. Definitely worthwhile. It's a shame that they still can't do both. I would have liked to see what they would have had to say about the 1989 Batman. You know, as much as it's a movie I genuinely love and like, partly because of nostalgia, I just enjoy the movie. But it would have been curious to see the things they would have pointed out of it, the little holes they would have picked. Yeah, it would have been entertaining, but hey, maybe they'll still do it. Maybe they will come back to it at some point. Who knows? Who knows? What did you think, guys? Was there anything they missed, or I missed, or was everybody wrong? Was it a work of genius? We should leave it alone. Let me know, guys. Write comments down below. If you like the video, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I am Eddie Reese, and this has been my first take to Screen Junkies Honest Trailers Superman Returns.